I like to call this third eye for women your priestess power, because every woman comes into this lifetime as a wise woman and an intuitive woman, a teaching woman, a channel for some sort of specific vibration that is yours alone to give, and a healer. And when we tap into this third eye and we meditate on it and we ask questions and we journal about it, we learn to understand what our gift is in this lifetime. And I think the feeling that most of us have where we feel out of alignment is because of the fact that we don't feel connected to a source energy that created us, especially for women. If you have never thought about the concept that there are many goddess feminine deities through cultures and history, they're all part of one great divine feminine who loves and protects us, as this card says, and watches over us and connects us to our feminine powers within ourselves and each other as women. When you feel disconnected from that, you feel disconnected from your own powers as a woman. So it's important for me to say to you that you are worthy and you have value, and whatever trauma or chaos you've been through in your life, you are a strong, resilient soul that has lived more than even this lifetime, and you are still going, you are still here, and you always will. And that is because you are protected and watched over and made of divine, atomic, beautiful, crystalline energy. And the more you start to talk to yourself that way and see yourself way, the healthier and more vibrating you will feel each day that you get up. So the seventh chakra is the crown chakra, and it's represented in this artwork by the purple crown on her head, because this is typically a violet light, a violet flame, a white gold light. The crown chakra is when you're really not in your body anymore. It's when you are completely connected and merged with divinity. And it's that sense of bliss and ecstasy that we often don't reach within our human state. We remember it when we're in between lives and we go back to that place of beauty and peace before we reincarnate again. But it's being connected and understanding that there's nothing to be scared of, because you don't ever die in a soul sense. And you really are agreeing to everything that's happening in your life. And you have taken on a lot of challenges in your life in order to learn and grow and to experience, to be the person who is the vessel experiencing all of this for God in form. So, how do you, now that you know more about your chakras, and you can read more on my Dream a Little Reiki webpage, it's at wixsite.com, and you can find it in my link. I talk a lot more about the chakras there and why it's so important to align them, and how a distance Reiki energy session, which I can do for you if you're interested in trying, give me a buzz. I'd be happy to do that. A lot of guidance comes through from these Reiki energy sessions, and also when I do an oracle card reading for you. But you also, most importantly, need to spend time every day talking to your higher self, to your divine soul, because this is your highest and clearest guide and connection to finding your way back to yourself, that feeling of being aligned, awakened, embodied in who you truly came here to be, and walking that path. So read more about your chakras, and then you'll have an understanding of how you are being, you know, if you're not expressing yourself, you might be having a lot of anxiety, like a beating in your throat or something like that. Or you might be having palpitations in your heart because you're having a lot of anxiety because you're not expressing how you feel as far as compassion or love or forgiveness for yourself or someone else. So when we are out of alignment, we feel it physically in our body, and we feel it in our emotions and our thought patterns that keep cycling and repeating. And when we are feeling aligned, we feel lit up, right? We feel in the flow. We feel like this is who I am. And we want that feeling to always stay. So the easiest way to align a chakra is to meditate on it, to vibrate or sense the vibration of that light frequency for that chakra, and to ask your guides and angels to help you understand why that chakra is out of alignment. Why are you not feeling safe? Is there something from your past life? A past life regression is another great way to have an understanding of why something might be really grating on you and you don't understand why. That's a whole other talk, which I will do on another day, about how our past lives affect our current life. But just asking, saying, I declare to have my chakras aligned in a beautiful, vibrating way, and I release all things from my chakras, from my mind, my body, my soul, my emotions that no longer serve me. And I call in divine white light to flush my system, to brighten me, to awaken me, to illuminate me. What I want to say was, when I do these chakra angel arts for you, which is another great meditative piece for your altar, I could do them in any size you want. I do them on watercolor paper. I also include your spirit animal. That kind of got cut out of this card, but I usually put it above the head. So that will also be a part of this. And the reminder here is to keep your chakras open and awakened and cleared, aligned, and also that remembering that we are like a tree in the sense that we are rooted within the earth and our humanness, but we are also like an angel soaring toward our divinity. And it's the honoring of those two intersections. When I think of the cross and Jesus, I think that the message there was the intersection of divinity and humanity. And we often don't like our humanity part because we don't like the pain and suffering that comes with it. But Jesus taught us that we rise above that when we connect to our source energy, to spirit, to God, to our soul. When we embrace it and we understand that that's why we came here and that it is a beautiful journey and all of it is part of the whole plan to awaken and to experience. So I think that's enough for today. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. Read more about your chakras either at my webpage, or there's lots of information online. There's lots of great books, and there's lots of ways to open and align and understand your chakra energy system. It really is a beautiful rainbow journey, and I wish you many blessings on it.